Morning and happy Friday. I'm a little late today because honestly I lost track of time. I had a bunch of stuff that I was working on this morning and trying to get done, and I just looked at the clock and I'm like, oh my goodness, it's 20 after 9 and I didn't go live yet. So last weekend, Mike and I had an amazing date night. We're trying to schedule ourselves a date night every month. The last Saturday of the month is going to be our date night. And so we didn't really know what to do last weekend. It was kind of last minute. We threw together some plans. We went to the waterfront. We went to Rock Bottom for dinner. And then we had tickets to an improv show at 7. But we had some time in between dinner and the show. So we just walked around the waterfront because there's all kinds of stores and little shops and stuff. And so we just kind of wandered around. I will say I had one experience that was very exciting to me. I've always heard of the store Torrid, but I had never been in there. And to me, it was always like a higher end, more expensive store that I couldn't afford to shop at. And so I just had never been to one. And I don't think I've ever actually physically seen one. So we're walking through the waterfront and there was a Torrid. And I said to Mike, I'm like, oh, I've heard of that store. But I've never been in one because I can't afford to shop there. And he's like, well, let's go in. He's like, you could afford to shop there. And he's like, and if nothing else, you're just browsing. So we walk in and I start looking around and I'm looking at the sizes of the clothes and I'm like, these are all for plus sized women. And I started kind of glancing around at some stuff and I'm like, the smallest size that they carry is a size 10. And so I turned to Mike, I said, we need to go. And he's like, why? And I'm like, I'll explain when we leave. And so we left the store. I didn't really even look at much. They do have really cute stuff in there. I was very impressed with, the styles and the things that they had. But we walked out, and I noticed on the bottom of the window it does say size 10 and above or something to that effect. And I said to Mike, I said, I can't shop in there. And he's like, why? And I'm like, because I no longer am in those sizes. I said, those are all plus sizes, and I am in a size 6, pushing a size 4 right now, and everything in there's too big for me. And so that was really exciting. That was a very exciting moment for me to be too small to shop in one of those stores. When it used to be I'd walk into a store and there'd be so many cute clothes and I would be too large, and I would have to leave because I was too big to shop in those stores. So that was just a huge moment for me. It was very exciting. And we wandered around and we walked through a couple other stores, but we found ourselves in Barnes & Noble, which both of us have really over the last couple of years taken to reading, and mostly like personal development, self-growth, because that's what our program does. It's more of a self-growth program with a weight loss additive. That's really the smallest part of what we do is the weight loss. Really, we're working on mindset. And so as we're wandering around, I gravitated to the personal development section. That's just where I go to, and those are the types of books that I've really been interested in reading lately. And this one book caught my attention because it was a little golden book, and I loved little golden books when I was a kid. Absolutely loved them. And so I pulled it off. And I started like kind of flipping through, and I'm like, oh, this is a really short book. There's only a couple of words per page. So I stood there in the middle of the store and I read this entire book. And then if you saw my post, I took a picture of it and I posted it on Facebook saying, this is the best book I've ever read. It truly was. It was so adorable and so sweet. And so I came home, and the next day I got on Amazon and I looked, and it was only like $5 on Amazon, $6 on Amazon, something like that. And I'm like, okay, I'm ordering it. And so I purchased the book and I have it. And so I thought it'd be fun to just read it to you real quick because it's not a long read. It's very short, but it is just the cutest book ever. And really, everything I need to know I learned from a Disney Little Golden Book. How precious of a title, right? Let me move my screen down a little bit. So I'm going to read this, and I'll show you the illustrations and stuff too. All right. Does your life seem more ho-hum? So we're Snow White. Then hey ho. Perhaps you've been feeling lethargic for what seems like 100 years. or you're unsure of direction of life. Maybe you're not thrilled with what the mirror's been telling you lately. Perhaps you're a bit lonely, or you're thinking that your true love should have found you by now. Don't panic. All you need is a little magic in your life. The good news is that having a genie or a fairy godmother is optional, because magic is all around us. Think back to when you heard stories of fairies and pirates and far off places. Aladdin's one of my favorites, by the way. Of wizards and castles and wishes coming true. When you dreamed of true love and happily ever after, and anything seemed possible, hold those dreams close. They can still come true. Magic is something we can make ourselves. Start with a friend, a true blue friend, and music and dancing. Perhaps a little romancing, a star to wish on. And hope in your heart, life isn't always fair. And mean girls and bullies seem to be everywhere. Don't despair. Just keep swimming. Eventually, you'll come up into the sunshine. With hope in your heart, you can swim with the sharks. Or whales. You can tap into your inner warrior to do what's right. But there would be no magic without your love and its power. Love can bloom in the most desolate places. It gives us courage. It overcomes evil. And it endures because love is stronger than hate. So keep your heart open and look for beauty in others. New friends are waiting in the wings for you, ready to share wonderful times. For there's no one quite like you and what you bring to the picture. We're all born with certain gifts and talents. So use what you've got. Show your moxie. And take your place at the ball. It wouldn't be as exciting without you. The world needs your own particular magic. Claim your rightful place in the world. Your destiny awaits. Life really is a journey and a gift. And it's a supercalifragilistic new day. So jump in. And see what's waiting for you on the other side. The world is full of magical places. Be curious. Be an explorer. Warning, your journey may take you out of your comfort zone. Do it anyway. Look up and listen. And watch for doors that are opening for you. Are you ready to make your own magic? It's up to you. Soon you'll see your dreams are coming true. And so with that, that is the end of the book. And I just thought it was so powerful because so many of the things that I am learning in these different self-help books and self-development business books and all these things. These are the same things that they're talking about, but we've already been instilled with these thoughts and these concepts since we were children. They all were in the Disney movies that we grew up, the Disney books that we read. And so I encourage you just to take a look at what's inside of you. What are your skills and talents and abilities? What has God placed inside of you that you can then turn around and use to create the life that you want to create? Create your own magic. Create your own possibilities. Make your dreams come true. And that is what Mike and I are doing every single day when we wake up. We are looking for people that we can help and serve, because that's the gifts that God has given to us. The ability to help other people. And with that, I bid you adieu. I will see you on Monday. This weekend, Mike and I are heading down to my parents to once again celebrate Sienna's birthday. But we're also going to be celebrating my dad's birthday, which was on Monday. And just some family time, which I'm looking forward to. So if we feel inclined to go live at some point over the weekend, then you'll see us. And I do need to post some pictures of my office. We put the second cone of paint on last night, and it looks amazing. I'm so excited. So I'll take some pictures today and post that. And I also have to do my before and after from where I started January 2nd to where I was on March 2nd. I didn't get a chance to post those pictures yesterday, but I have them. So I will do that today too. I'm pretty excited. So I hope you have a fantastic weekend. I love you, and I'll talk to you soon.